Heavy rain beats down through the trees of the Whisperwood, and the cacophonous whispers grow even louder, resounding around you. Sprue, looking around, you find yourself constantly kind of like spinning as the whispers resound around you, and it sounds like there are people lurking behind the trees and watching you and whispering to each other about you. But each time you turn around and spin, you don't see anyone. And it's not long of this spinning and checking over your shoulder before you realize that you are lost. What do you do?
Have I been out of the caves before?
That's up to you. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Can I tell if, like, the whispering that I'm hearing is really happening, or am I just panicking?
It's hard to tell, because I think at the same time you're hearing, you are replaying your thoughts in your mind, and you're hearing the spells going off, and Granny Rivet yelling out at the knights who were also started yelling as you were leaving and making your way out through the tunnel. The whispers, you physically hear them. But okay. I'd say you also know that this place is called the Whisperwood, and you're aware of some of the stories of things that happen here. You're surrounded by these large trees that, thanks to your education from Granny Rivet, you know a lot of the types of trees that you come across. She was very big on teaching you about different types of plants and mosses and mushrooms and like various like fungi, slime molds, trees. So you know that there's a mix of a lot of different types of foliage here, and you mostly are seeing like ash trees and oak trees and thorn trees.
Can I know that one of the items that she gave me was a dagger. Mm-hmm. What is the other thing that I'm going to pull out? The other parcel. Yeah,
you have the dagger and you pull out the parcel. It's a large sack, and as you move it, you can hear a little bit of a jingle, but it doesn't feel heavy enough to be completely full of gold.
I'll open it.
Yeah. As you undo the drawstring and pull it open, rushing up out of the bag, you kind of like stumble back for a moment as there's this flash of white. A skull floats before you with sort of these dim blue glowing pupils within his cavernous eyes as he just kind of floats there. Been quite stuffy. Sprue! And you see like the jaw moves as he talks, but there's no lips or anything, so you're not sure how he's completely making all of these sounds. But his voice is very, very clear, and it's not like in your mind. It's coming from the skull.
I'm sorry. You recognize me? Could you remind me who are you?
I am Wake.
Wake?
Wake.
Wake.
Yes, W-A-K-E. Wake.
Okay.
I am your companion.
You're sure?
Sure as the day I was born, yes.
And
I never forget.
For my clarity, when was that?
I think it was roughly 17, 18 years ago.
Okay.
If my calculations are correct, which they could be wrong. I've been in a bag for quite some time.
Why have you been in a bag?
That's a great question for that soldier woman. Is she around?
I don't know any soldiers.
Strange. I was assigned, and I spoke my piece, and then a woman grabbed me and started crying and shoved me down in a bag, and then there was a lot of jostling, and then less jostling, and then I was in a drawer for roughly 17, 18 years. And now I'm here.
I can't imagine who put you in there. Well,
She was a woman,
okay.
middle-aged, probably older now. She had black hair, curly, very curly, and she wore armor. And there was a man, and he defiled a corpse, and now I'm here.
I don't know anybody who wears armor.
He looks you up and down. Yes, I see. We should get you some. Where's the nearest town to here?
I'm trying to figure that out. I was hoping that maybe she'd packed a compass or a map.
Well, that's what I'm here for. What is your destination? Rotterdam?
No, that's where I'm coming from. I have to go to a big city.
Big city, the biggest city, Galena.
Yes!
Ah, yes, the city of Galena. And he floats for a moment and kind of spins in circles before stopping, facing a direction. He's like, Galena, if I am correct that we are within the Whisperwood, should be far, far to the east of here, this direction.
Oh, okay. I have a different question.
I have a different answer.
Okay, in Galena,
Yes.
is it normal for skulls to float and talk?
I don't know. Probably not common, but not uncommon.
It's probably, it has to have happened before.
Certainly someone has some sort of
Somebody
floating,
has
talking
one.
skull.
Alright, so that should be fine.
It should also be noted, I am not, per se, a skull. The skull is my,
Vessel.
yes, that's a good word for it. It's sort of like a prison, but also sort of like protection.
Okay, so you're more like energy.
In a way, I'm like a spirit. I am a spirit of knowledge and logic.
Okay.
Of wind and wisp.
That is worth noting, but people are going to see you as a skull.
Should I...
At least that's how I see it.
I could pretend to be just a skull.
Oh, we could do that. I'm gonna find a long branch, something long enough to be like a walking stick.
Yeah, easy enough.
you
There's
get
tons
down.
of fallen
Pull off
debris.
and stuff. Okay, you sit here, and I'm just gonna grab him and put him on top.
Oh, all right.
How's that?
Felt strange, but here we are.
Well, lots of things feel strange.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so this way?
Yes, he kind of leans, and as he leans forward, you can feel it pressing against the staff, and he'll lead you east towards Galena.
This is useful. Now we can't get separated.
Also in the pouch, you recognize that there's 2 bags worth.
Anything.
There's 2 bags worth of gold coins in there as well.
Bags.
Wow. You're gonna get robbed.
And you recall.
Yeah, I'll just tie them to my belt.
Excellent. Yeah, and you recall that Granny Ribbit was always very frugal. You get the sense that she might have been saving this up in the instance of something like this happening.
It's like somehow she knew that for some reason something bad was going to happen and I was going to have to flee, but
Who?
Granny
Granny.
Ribbit.
Granny Ribbit. I don't believe we've met.
No, well, you've been in a sack and a drawer.
Yes, for 18 years or so.
Yeah. Straight.
Quite. This way means, and you continue on your trek through the Whisperwood. Our vision pulls far to the north where snow falls, and we see several dire goats that stand at the ready with carts affixed to them and a winding mountain road before them. Rudy, you and your brother Roop have been gathered, and the caravan has been set for the travel, first to Galena, to then charter a ship to Trove for the Carnival de Trove. Your valets are loading up all of your things in trunks. Your valets are loading up trunks onto your carriage that you'll be sharing with them and your brother Roop. And your mother, Congelie, and your father, Fierte, have come to greet your retinue, and along with them has come Benoit as well. You and your brother Roop will be joined in this travel by a small group. There's a bodyguard for each of you. There's a chef for your travels, a giant named Manon Thoreau, your coachman, Louise DuPont, and a personal valet for each of you. Your bodyguard is a tall Dracona with these sort of like dark, like patinaed silver scales almost, named Embrys. And your valet is Damon, the tall human man who's got his red hair pulled up into a messy tail. Roop's bodyguard is a giant named Grungnir, and his valet is Paya the elf.
I'm gonna lean over to Roop and be like, is all this really necessary for us? I feel like we could kind of take care of ourselves. Seems like we're traveling with, like, I don't know, too much.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think it's all for show, but I mean, we're traveling with the Chancellor too, so. And you like look down, there's like 7 or 8 other carriages in the caravan that are mostly full of like there's one at the head that is like incredibly resplendent. It's like black and gold painted with the colors of Trove that you know to be Chancellor Zenith's carriage. And his retinue requires 5 more carriages that are filled with goods and servants and concubines and all of these different peoples that are coming with him for the journey. Roop is like, but you know, I don't know about you, but it's my first time leaving, so I'm glad to have the extra hands around.
I guess. I mean, yeah, we've never, like, been out of the Frost Timbers before, but, like, I thought we'd, like, you know, just you and me in a backpack and dire goats under us and, like, hitting the trail, you know? Like the old stories that they used to tell us when we were kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe,
This is kind of like a parade, I guess. It's cool.
yeah, maybe when we get closer, we can maybe tuck away, give them the slip for a little bit, have some fun.
Yeah, alright, cool.
And at this, your parents approach, and your mother, Congelie, she has green scales that match yours. Your father, Fierte, who we have only seen before when he was seated with the other Council of Elders during the deluge, approaches. He is incredibly tall and makes all of you look quite small by comparison. Even your brothers, Benoit and Roop, they like come up to about his shoulders as he approaches. He kind of looks over the two of you for a moment before speaking. He's got, his like scales are so deep green that they're almost black. They have this sort of like green sheen to them as they've darkened over time. It'll be a long journey across land and sea to Trove, and remember you two. You represent not only the Valar name, but all of Frost Timber. Our saying, and he's like speaking to you guys, but also speaking to like all of the people who've gathered around. And your father does this a lot. He's got this, you know, because he's on the council, he has to purport this air of wisdom to everyone around him. Our saying, he who favors the snow gains the snow's favor, applies to so much more than just the glaciers. But know that some lowlanders, they don't have the same respect. Be patient with them, but also firm. Yeah, you understand?
Yes, Papa.
All right, buds. He like pats you both on the shoulders. Be good. And Congelie steps in and hugs both of you deeply. Benoit comes over, and you can see that he's a little bit sad that he isn't getting to go on this journey as well. But because Benoit is training to take your father's place on the council when he comes of age, he has to stay behind and continue his education in that right. So he like steps forward, kind of like punches both of you on the shoulder, and he's like, "Don't do anything stupid while you're out there, all right, you hosers?"
Whatever, we're not like you, idiot.
You're such a butthole.
Elbow him in the ribs.
Like goes for his sword. Like it's like just a quick little battle between the two of you. Let's make some rolls. Well, I'm gonna say that your brother Benoit probably has a difficulty of 16 at this point.
Okay.
Go ahead and just make an attack roll.
Turbo Tilly.
Well, I rolled with hope.
Nice.
Is that a 7 or a 1? That's a 7.
No, I rolled with fear then. Okay, well, that's a 11.
11 with fear. Excellent. Yeah, you guys have this, a little Tilly bursts out, and it's short-lived, but he quickly gets you in a headlock and just like pulls you around into a position where you like, literally can't reach him, like lifts you up off the ground for a second before putting you down. And he like sets you down, spins you around, and then there's like a very quick, like brotherly quick pat hug to you and to Roop before you guys head into the carriage and set out. And as you load up, a horn bellows, the caravan sets out from Frost Timber as you begin making your way down the winding road. Long in the distance to the south, you can see the sky falls as they color the horizon with dancing lights of blue and violet. Far, far to the south, red sands bleed to gold, and strange creatures with scales crawl out from the sand to grab small bugs that are pushing along balls of dung in certain areas, and some of them are climbing on these strange plants that have prickly hairs coming off of them. As even in this place where you're so close to the place where only Clanks could feasibly survive for any long periods of time, there are still creatures that survive and thrive out here. And when the sun reaches its highest point in the sky, you see in the distance through a mirage a city that looks like it's being swallowed by the sand. And you take a moment to take it in. There doesn't seem to be any movement at all. It's like the entire place has been abandoned almost. You continue forward because it is on your path north. Do you head into the city, or are you going to kind of sweep around it?
The more fun thing is to go to the city, so I guess I'll do that.
Hell yeah.
Do I have anything on me? Do I have like a bag, any books or anything?
Yeah, we'll say that when your parents were rushing you out to the lift, they like tossed a satchel on you that has some basic supplies.
Okay.
So any of that like starting equipment that you have would be present there.
Do I have any books? Encyclopedia?
Yeah, I think you probably have a couple of encyclopedias. It's like taking up most of your bag. It's pretty heavy. And yeah, as you move further north, in your studies, you've learned of the various different dominions of the Forged Empire, and you know that this is most likely Katash.
Okay.
It is really a series of cities, so you know that you've only come across a single part of the city itself. And you know that the people of Katash often move nomadically from one place to another depending on the season and how hot the summers are going to get. At this point, towards the like zenith of summer, when it is the hottest it's going to be in the deserts, this seems like one of the cities that maybe they just recently left. As you're moving through it, you see that the buildings are built from dried mud and wooden beams and have these sort of like soft rounded edges, which really contrasts with what you're used to from Aethra to the south. You can see waves of heat that reflect light around them off of various bits of like pottery that have been set out to bake in the sun. And you can tell by how much moisture has been lost from some of them. Some of them look like they've been fired almost and have this almost like pale pink cast to them. And it seems like the people here probably left a couple of weeks ago, if not longer. But it's strange the amount of things that are left behind that it looks like people just got up and left one day. As you continue and reach the edge of the city, you don't come across a single soul in this section of Katash, but you know that your journey takes you further north from here. And as you continue on, the bright light of the sun takes on this sort of bluish hue as glistening crystals shimmer from the sky and pelt into the ground around you. Go ahead and make a quick agility roll.
Woo. 11 with hope.
There's like a moment as you're walking where you just hear this like a thud nearby, and you look next to you, and maybe about the size of like a small gold coin is this little like bluish crystal that has almost that sort of like plumb bob shape to it, like a many faceted diamond that's pointed on both ends. You see one of the sharp ends sticks into the ground. You kind of look at it curiously for a moment before you hear another thud nearby, turn to see as another one has fallen. And almost like a heavy rain or a hail, you hear all of these crystals begin falling from the sky, and you book it and start running as there's just almost this wave behind you, but you manage to keep pace and you don't take any damage from these crystals that fall. And it's a really interesting scenario where you're like running and worried that you might get damaged, but at the same time, the way that the light is constantly being reflected through these things, they're like prismatic rainbows that are just being like splayed across the ground from each crystal as hundreds of them fall behind you. It's like sprinting.
Okay. A lightoscope storm.
Yeah, and eventually you reach an area where the storm subsides and the desert abruptly ends and is replaced by tufts of green foliage that cover the ground like feathers that covered the dunes of this strange land, which, with the help of your encyclopedia, you know to be grass.
Ew. Grass.
Many days later, a familiar sight, civilization. Though these buildings are not complex like Aethra, they are numerous beyond counting. And you can see as they peek up from behind a great wall that seems to encircle the entire massive city, built of gray stone, speckled with slits. And you can see there are a few humanoid beings that are marching on the top of the wall in areas. And as the sun is beginning to set in this part of the world, you see that you can really get a sense of the number of people that are even atop the wall. And from the distance, it looked much smaller, but as you approach, the scale just continues to increase and increase as you see that there are like infantries of men atop the walls carrying torches. That is just this huge walled city that stretches seemingly forever in both directions. As you stand there and take it in, you look and realize as the wall extends in each direction, you don't notice any gates or entrances. And I think at that point, you just have to pick a direction.
Let's go left.
You turn left and start heading west along the wall, keeping it to your right as you set out to search for a gatehouse. Within the city, deep within the city, we see the beams of the newly quarantined district as they loom high and ominous at the end of Clattering Boulevard. The secret ingredient sits quietly for midday with red cloth strips wrapped around the entrance, and it'll still be several days before the city inspectors can even make it out to ensure that the space has been properly cleaned and repaired to continue with operations as usual.
Mm-hmm. But, like, I know that I have to go to that festival, right?
Yes.
That's like the new assignment I've been given?
Yes, and you know that there is more information to come from Brea Lursk, as you haven't received all of the information yet. You just know that in a few days you'll get more information and things will start to set off. As you're awaiting these further instructions, how does Felix spend his time?
Since I have the place to myself, I'm gonna make some of my special sauces, because I used some of them and I need to replenish that supply.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'll fix some food for myself, because I've got stuff that's going to go bad. I may invite some of the wait staff that would normally be working in just for some free food. Again,
oh, yeah.
gotta use this stuff, or else it's going to go bad. Might as well feed the team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's much appreciated, as well as you have like several nights in a row. Probably you have these dinners to make sure that you get through any perishables before they go bad.
Do I think that Chum would be capable of running the restaurant in my absence for limited periods of time?
Definitely front of house. You probably have a separate like sous chef that could step in for you once you reopen.
Okay. Good to know.
And yeah, at one of these dinners, Chum is like noticing that there's still quite a bit like left over, and he's like,
You know, boss, we could put together maybe a package and lower it down into the quarantine zone. I'm sure there's lots of people that are.
That's a fantastic idea, and we should do that right now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
He starts packing things up, and the whole kitchen staff gets together and starts putting together the meals like they would if you were open, and just boxing up orders. And you put together these big parcels and take them out to the quarantine zone. I think probably in the dead of night at this point. And like there are guards stationed at certain vantage points outside of each of the quarantine zones, but they're not really concerned with anyone going in. They're more concerned with anything getting out. So they don't even really pay you any mind as you're walking down the street and climbing up, probably like going upstairs on buildings that are adjacent and just kind of like lowering things down by rope from the roof with the help of Chum and your sous chef, who we'll say is called, I've got some names.
Sure.
Chum and Sherm.
Oh, I need to remember my accent.
Which one?
Right.
Your sous chef is a ribbit woman who has like big red tree frog eyes, and her name is Raz.
Raz?
As you're making your way back from the quarantined area and headed back to drop off the rest of your leftover supplies and things, the satchels and stuff from the delivery, a young elven man bumps into you on the road, which is not uncommon. It's even at this time of night. Galena hardly sleeps. But what strikes you is that the man's head is like shaved bald, and he's got long elven ears, and he's wearing a dark brown cloak with a big backpack over his shoulders, and he's kind of short for an elf. As he bumps into you, "Pardon, friend. Hope I didn't hurt you there." And kind of like pats you and brushes you off. And as he does so, he like
I'm gonna be making sure he's not picking my pockets.
yeah, make a instinct roll.
Okay. Not my best. That's a 13 with hope.
Nice. You gain a hope. You see actually that he's not taking anything from you, but as he's brushing you off, he actually does slip a little scroll into like your jacket pocket on the inside as he's like patting you off, and he kind of leans in and quietly speaks conspiratorially.
Freylersk has one last task for you in the city.
You see he like tucks the scroll in, steps back for a moment. "My apologies, friend. You have a wonderful day."
Oh, no worries. No worries. Good evening to you.
Kind of like raises an eyebrow for a second for hiking his backpack back up and heading off. When you were back within the confines of the secret ingredient, opening the scroll, it reads, "Caravan from Frost Timber. Would be a shame if their traveling chef fell ill." And then beneath that it says, "Manon Thoreau, Giant, 2347 Crabwick Lane, New Lighton."
Okay. I'm not gonna write all that down.
Yeah, for sure.
But
You've got a location and a name as well as his ancestry at the very least.
okay, so do I have the impression, so obviously the impression is that they are asking me to take care of that chef. Are they wanting me to like take his place, or was that implied, or was that not on the order?
I think you see Caravan from Frost Timber, and then you also see that there's an address at the bottom. I think you get the sense that there will be more information
At that address?
at that address.
Okay.
We'll say that's pretty standard procedure.
So I'll go to that address first for more details.
Yeah.
In that case.
Yeah. You begin heading north, far north, through the streets of Galena, probably even taking a carriage cab to get there faster as you begin heading towards Crabwick Lane in New Lighton. As you're on your way, our vision pulls to the southwest outside of the city, where we see Sprue. Many, many miles ago, the city became visible, and it seems like with each step that you take, you're not getting any closer, but it just gets bigger and longer. You see there's a massive wall with tall buildings behind, and it's really blocky compared to Grotazan, where a lot of the buildings come to a point and are, you're used to like spaces coming down from the ceiling above, but you're still getting used to the fact that there's nothing up. There's clouds and things, which you're aware of, but it's strange seeing them.
Deep.
No worries.
It's part of your character.
Hey.
Eventually, you come upon a gatehouse, and you can see that there's quite a crowd of people outside.
Before I get there, do I know what attribute of mine tipped off that soldier that I'm not a regular guy?
Make a knowledge check. I'm going to call this a difficulty of 13.
18.
Nice. Hope or
With
fear?
hope.
Excellent. You get hope.
You're not gonna get shit from me.
I think you don't know for sure that like you didn't stay behind and see which soldiers had arrived. It could have been a different set of Magister Knights. The voice didn't sound super familiar, but it was also, he was yelling, and when you spoke to the guy on the street, it was more of a calm conversational tone. But I think as you're thinking back on it, on 18, you're not sure if it was that meeting that tipped them off, or if maybe because you refused to help Bezel, if maybe he might have gone talking to someone. I think that strikes you as a possibility, but unlikely, because you know that he already harbors a lot of ill intent towards the Magister Knights. So for him to send them to your home seems unlikely, but you can't think of anyone else who so openly and brazenly, aside from, bullies, spoke of your witchcraft.
Okay. I'll go to the gatehouse.
Okay. Moving forward, you can see that there's a group of guards here, and there's a large wooden beam set into these spokes along the gate that are holding it closed. And the guards have held a number of these people back. You see one of them is calling out as more people are walking up at this point. It's getting to be like early evening. The sun has already set. A lot of people are carrying torches to light their way. And people are getting a little peeved that they're not being let in to the city. And one of the guards is like, once again, my apologies, but this district is off limits. It is under quarantine. You cannot enter from this gatehouse. You will have to make your way either south or north to the next gatehouse, where you can then gain entry to Galena. And you hear complaints are rolling through the crowd as one person just calls out, and they're like, that's miles away. And he's like, I guarantee if you take the southern route and round the bend, it's only 2 miles travel to the next gatehouse. You can get in that way. And a lot of people are complaining. What are you doing?
Can I try to wiggle through the crowd up to one of the guards?
Yeah. A lot of people, you're coming from behind, people will get bumped and turn, and they're about to say something, they see the skull on the stick, and they part for you a little bit.
Taller than me too.
Yeah. Yeah. They can see the skull coming through the crowd before they see you. And then this young girl with the fawn-like legs approaches as there's a whole line of guards here, and people are beginning to peel off now as one of them looks down.
I like that you were what gave it away?
The jaw on the skull clacks every time you take a step with it.
Oh, when I get up to the guards, I'll just lift the jaw so that it's not.
Yeah, Wake just closes his mouth.
Hi.
Hello.
So I don't know if I understand why I can't go in this way.
The district is under quarantine at this gate. This entry has been compromised. The district has been compromised at this entry, so we've been forced to cordon it off. Not to fear, it's a very commonplace occurrence in Galena, what with the carrion plague. It afflicts neighborhoods, and when it can't be put under control, we have to quarantine the neighborhood until it just sort of burns itself out.
What?
Well, we just have to wait out the plague until
just
the
let
district
it-
is clean, and then we have our city crews
How
come
do you
in.
clean it?
Well, city crews come in and they collect the bodies and burn the things that could be infected with contagion.
How many bodies?
Oh, it varies from district to district. I don't know the exact numbers. I just know that you can't come in this way.
What do you mean? But I want to.
Well, you'll have to make your way to the south. There's another gatehouse.
Go in through this way.
Well, this way is closed. I'm afraid I can't let
don't-
anyone in.
That sounds... I think it's unreasonable.
It would be too dangerous. The plague is rampant in this district. And even if you did go through this door, you'd find yourself walking up against a wall if you managed to make it to the other side anyway. It's quarantine. That means closed off. You'll have to make your way further south.
Is he the only guard?
No, there's like a row of them.
That's a problem.
Attacks.
Nipple twist.
There's a row of them. You also see, like, up atop the wall, there's several other guards that you can see they have, like, bows slung around them and quivers on their backs and things like that.
You know, I'm trained in medicinal herbs. I could probably help.
Oh. Well, it's not that the plague is untreatable. It's just that sometimes it gets out of hand.
What? What's the treatment?
I don't know specifically, but the city provides it by the vial.
So then why don't you just provide all of it to the people?
Well, at a price. It's a very expensive mixture. Yes.
I'm just gonna put a no.
Yes. Moves your hand out of the way.
Who's in charge of that?
The Masked Lords, I believe. would be in
Where
charge.
is he?
Well, there's several Masked Lords within the city. To get to them, you'll have to go south to the gatehouse.
And if I go south to the gatehouse, I can talk to them?
He like looks you up and down. He's like, maybe.
All right. Thank you for the helpful information.
You're very welcome.
I'll start marching. I'll march north, and then the skull kind of pulls, and I turn around.
You're on the south.
Heading to the south with the assistance of Wake, you make your way along the wall. There's like
The whole time I'm just muttering, charging for medicine. What is that about? That doesn't make any sense.
I know, it's a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
It's
I think everything should just be free.
Well, medicine is just made out of stuff you find on the ground.
It literally grows on trees.
It literally
And plants.
grows on trees.
Ridiculous.
Foul.
You can see there's a little road that leads around the city as well, just a dirt path. And there are areas where like there are sections of moat under the wall as well. And it is like a good, probably 45-minute walk. And you do manage to pass in front of a lot of people who have like a lot of bags with them or like beasts of burden that are moving a little bit more slowly, pulling carriages and wagons and things. As you come upon the next gatehouse, you can see that people are lined up and are actually being let into the city, but seems to be a checks process. And you step in line behind an odd type of person that you've never encountered before. You see a tall clank with tattered robes and feet that look like curved blades, almost. Errant,
Who was that?
in your travels, you have finally arrived at Galena, which is much bigger than you thought it would be. You had to walk for hours to find a gate, and it was closed, and then a few more hours from the other direction, and you finally found an open entry to the city. And as you're standing in line, there's a strange, bedraggled girl who's staring at you as you meet Sprue for the first time.
Hello. Organic?
Yes.
You're the...
Inorganic.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the first organic I've ever talked to.
Okay.
Is this Galena?
Wait, is this Galena?
Yes, it is. The
Okay.
skull on her staff talks.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
you're not an inhabitant.
No, I'm trying to get in. I went to another gate where they said I can't go in because they're charging for medicine.
I know.
What is that?
Do you think they would...
It grows
would be
on
better
the
structured.
ground.
Why have gates if not open?
Why have gates if not open? You're wise.
You too?
Thank you. I'm trying to talk to the lords of this place and discuss that medicine grows on the ground for free. We should be giving it out. Has anybody told you where to find them?
Where I come from, everything, we don't have money. I don't really... understand how it works.
I've used a little bit of.
I've read, gold?
Sure. Sometimes, yes. It can be. Sometimes you can trade things for stuff. Like, I've made
Just look blankly at you.
ingots before. My granny and I, sometimes we make things, and then we give those things, and we get bread, right?
Next! The guards motion the two of you forward.
Hi.
Stepping up, they're like, place your bags on the table, please.
Sure.
Looking through books, things like that. Hands it back over to you. Looks through your bag. He takes a moment. Let me check something really quick.
What are these for, by the way? I forgot.
When you crit, right? Crit?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, if you crit, you take a valor token. And
What can you exchange
you can,
that for?
you can spend those to have an NPC ally act in combat. Or if you're having a PvP with another player, you can spend one to steal a spotlight.
We're gonna be stabbing each other.
We could be.
You never know.
Crit? When did anybody crit?
No.
No.
Nobody's
Set
crit
down.
yet.
decorating.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're doing whatever they want.
He looks through your bag. There's a squirrel comes out. There's a bunch of like moss and things in there. He like takes a look at like the staff, and you see his eyes kind of like linger on the skull for a moment before he's like, "Oh, you wouldn't happen to be a practitioner of magics, would you?
Not that I know.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I think so. I think thus far I've
I guess it would be a presence
been
roll either way.
efficient with herbs, but I
Yeah.
don't know that I've done anything.
Make a presence roll. I'm gonna call this actually. This is gonna be a difficulty of 12.
Oh, 16.
16. Excellent. Gain hope.
Whee!
Very good, very good. Unfortunately,
Sure.
you'll not be allowed to carry around your body parts within the city. New laws and things, you understand.
There's so many laws here that don't make sense.
He's like, well, like the guard like makes a show, kind of like looking around. He's like,
What if we call it a couple handfuls of gold? Could allow you through.
Oh, yeah, why not?
yeah. You reach into your bag to start.
Loudly, just like, yeah, like 2?
2, yes, 2's right.
Funk. Funk.
Yeah, as you do, he like goes to like reach a hand out, and another hand intercepts and places on top of the gold, not like scooping it up, but stopping his. As you look up, and you see a bald elf with long ears and a brown cloak steps in. He's like, "I'm sorry. Last I checked, it wasn't illegal to carry around bones and moss and mushrooms in Galena."
Oh.
And the guard is like, "Right," and he's like, "Yeah, so this feels like a pretty obvious shakedown, if I'm not mistaken." And the guard's kind of like,
That's preposterous. I would.
Why would you do that to me?
I would never. I
simply was, and the elf steps forward and he's like, "My niece here is going to be joining me within the city, and she'll be doing so without paying any unnecessary fees." And he like scoops them back towards you on the table.
Sure.
And the guard like looks at him for a second. He like looks back between the two of you, and he's like, "Your niece?" He's like, "Yeah." Like opens up his robe, and you can see he's got like little goat legs underneath. And he's like, "Can you see the resemblance?" Does like a little waggle. He's got little pants on too. He's got little pants on too.
Oh, that's a different crime.
Guys flashing the cards.
On your way, on your way. Steps back as you guys go in. He's wearing pants. He just has goat legs. Don't make me spend a fear and ruin this for you.
Don't ruin this for me.
As you're making your way, the two of you, into the city, the guy's like, "Oh, yeah, you gotta keep an eye out for those kind of things. Can't let people push you around here. In Galena, everybody has got an agenda, but they also usually have a price.
So how much money do you want then, I guess?
Well, free of charge. We'll call it a finder's fee, but I would be more than willing to sell you some goods if you're interested.
Oh, well, what do you have?
Well, let's take a look. And he leads you down the street, and
I'll just like grab
Errant.
You don't know my name.
I don't know your name.
No.
But we're friends.
I don't know you.
I mean, you don't have
I
to
don't
come,
know
but
you.
he has goods. So, it's worth checking out.
Yes, please take a look. And I'm going to have you actually, I'm going to have you roll 2d12. And then add them together, please.
18?
18, excellent. Errant, you can also roll 2d12.
Whoa. 23
Hell yeah.
with fear.
Oh, yeah, was that relevant?
No.
Okay.
He brings you a little ways down the street and around a corner. You can see there are these tall buildings that tower overhead. They have this sort of like beige stone that they're made from, and there are decorative like gargoyles and carvings and reliefs depicting a lot of peoples that maybe come from stories or maybe are people who once lived in the city and are famous and are just like decorating all of these buildings, just hundreds and hundreds of carvings. As he brings you around a corner, and as he like takes his backpack off from his back and flips it around, he goes to like almost drop it in front of himself, and you see these little legs kick out from the bottom, and a little table appears as the bag lands and folds out into a table, and he drags out a couple of items. You see there's a little scroll on the table, as well as a little small book that's like very small. It's got like 3 pages, but it's a very decorative little book, and a little jar that has this sort of like orangish liquid in it that sloshes around as he sets them out. He's like,
What's the liquid?
these are my most recent finds.
Okay.
And please, let me be the first to welcome you to the inaugural debut of Pete's General Goods.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Why is he Goat Man? Why Goat Elf?
you see as he's talking, he like
I
sets
heard
the table out.
voice. I thought it might be him.
You see he like sets the table out, and as he like kind of flips his cloak behind him and it like billows for a moment, he's got regular human legs now. In pants. Since I gotta specify.
Tell us everyone who's wearing pants.
Will do.
Are you wearing pants?
I
I'm
have,
not.
like-
I'm not wearing pants.
Naked robot.
I have like drapery, if that makes like I'm just kind of like in many layers of things, but none of them would I necessarily call pants.
Pants.
I assume since you're a robot, you don't have junk. Well,
No.
you wouldn't call it you wouldn't call it junk if you're a robot. You should call it like
Call it
equipment.
Robo.
That's an add-on.
And he's poo
I don't have a gender. Yeah.
Right. I imagine if robots did have like, you know, stuff down there, they wouldn't call it junk because that would have like a negative mechanical connotation to it.
Yeah, they reproduce differently anyway.
Anyway.
This is a fire jar. If you open it and pour out the liquid, it starts a fire. It's very handy for camping, and even more
Yes,
handy
I want that.
for mischief. Excellent. Would you like to take a look at these other items as well before you decide?
I know that I want the jar.
Oh, excellent. Well, perfect. It'll be a couple of handfuls of gold, we'll call it.
How many?
We'll call it 3.
3? Yeah, sure.
Is this how normal families interact?
Oh, we're not families.
This is not my uncle.
Uncle?
I don't know this man.
That was a bit of a white lie that I told the guard so that he'd stop asking questions and we could move along into the city. And he wouldn't take your money. This here is actually, he like points at the scroll, this is actually a recipe for a potion. And I like to call it the gift that keeps on giving, because once you have the recipe, you can then make the potion as long as you've got the ingredients.
What kind of potion?
This is a stamina potion. It will help relieve stress in times of need.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Wonderful. We'll call that another handful.
Sure.
It's a Tecate.
And finally, this is a very, very interesting piece I picked up in the Whisperwood, far, far to the east from here.
I was just there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Did you have any run-ins with fairies?
Probably.
Oh, well, they're very kind folk if you are kind to them. And sometimes they'll give you little gifts if you give them gifts first. I wouldn't recommend taking a gift without giving a gift, because then you owe them something. Not a good position to be in. But I like to give gifts all the time, so they gifted me with this little lore keeper. Now, you can store the names and details of up to 3 creatures inside of this book. Hostile ones. They could be people, they could be things, they could be animals, they could be monsters, they could be demons, they could be fairies, they could be anything. But it holds up to 3. Only 3 pages. 1 per page.
Forever?
Forever.
Okay.
And it will assist you should you ever find yourself doing battle with these creatures. So mechanically, this is called the Lore Keeper. You can store the name and details of up to 3 hostile creatures inside of this book. You gain a +1 bonus to action rolls against those creatures. Now, if you were to put a person's name in here, it would be specific to that person. But if you put the name of a type of creature, it would then apply to all of those creatures. So, you couldn't put like human men, that's a little too broad. But if you put like, fire lizards from the south and then describe what they look like, all fire lizards from the south would then feel your wrath.
Elf. Punch.
Not no.
Merchant punch.
Get elf ears.
Right, but he's
Short for an elf.
Yeah.
He's not like, gnomes exist. He's not gnome sized. He's an elf. He's just short for an elf.
Okay.
There are short people.
I thought he had big legs at first or something.
Got hair
You
on
said
small
that you
body.
like giving gifts.
I do like giving gifts,
Could
yes.
it be a gift? I bought 2 things.
You did buy 2 things, but I got you into the city and saved you money. So that was kind of like me getting you a gift.
Yeah.
The gift of entry to Galena.
How do you know I'm not going to be useful later and you'll really wish that you'd give me a gift?
Make a presence roll.
Could I add Crave's balance to that?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
So you'll get +2 to this roll. I'm going to call it a difficulty of 16.
20.
20 is great. With hope or fear?
With hope.
Excellent. Mark your hope.
There's no more room.
Perfect.
I don't remember what I do with hope
You can
specifically.
spend a hope to help an ally, or you
Oh, wait,
can.
do I have to spend it to use my experiences?
Yes, you do spend 1 to use your experience.
Then I
You got it back.
change.
You also should have a thing on your sheet that you can spend 3 hope to do a
Okay.
thing.
So it's just those things. And my experience card.
I'm sure there's more than that I'm not thinking of in this moment right now. I'll look further into that this week. A slow smirk spreads across Pete's face as he's like, I like the way you think.
Thank you.
You know what? We'll call it a gift for now, for a favor later.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I think that's a good deal.
Well, you've nearly cleaned me out. I'm gonna have to go and find some more trinkets. And he
welcome.
grabs the sack from the side, and as he drags it across the table, it once again folds up and into itself as he tosses it back onto his back. And he's like, once again, welcome to the city of Galena. Everybody has an agenda. Don't forget. He walks back into the shadows.
Goodbye, Pete.
You just hear his voice, even me. It kind of echoes as he disappears in the shadows.
I didn't let you shop, really.
You're a cop.
Don't have money.
Did
Still
you,
there.
did you want any of these? I'm probably gonna keep the stamina potion for sure. I really like the fire jar too. Do you want this book?
I
It's-
love books.
It's a stamina potion recipe,
Well, yeah.
which
So you can have this.
which
I
as you
opened it up, and there's nothing.
yeah, it's empty.
This is worthless.
As a downtime move with the stamina potion recipe, you can use the bone of a creature to craft a minor stamina potion.
So it's called Book of what?
It's the Lord.
The Lore
Keeper.
Keeper.
Lore Keeper. Okay.
Oh man, I should have asked him where those lords are.
You do hear a little bit of a cough as Pete steps back out from the shadows. He's like, didn't realize that this was there was not a through line in that alleyway, so I'm headed this way. Are you guys look like you've been traveling. Do you drink? Can you consume?
I can drink.
Excellent. Do you guys want to drink?
Never had one.
You've never drank anything?
I've drank
I
stuff.
never
Oh.
drank anything.
He's never drank anything.
That sounds like fun. I know a place.
There's so many kinds of drinks.
This way!
Hot ones and cold ones and fizzy ones.
There's ones with ice. Those are like the cold ones, but with
thick
chunks.
ones.
I don't like the thick ones. Leads you guys down
I
the street.
kinda like the
I might like the thick ones.
There's salty drinks and sweet drinks and milk drinks.
you discuss all the different kinds of liquids
I
that you
list
can imbibe
every
in
kind of drink.
as you guys make your way.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
in the
You have +1
Types of
against
drinks.
strength.
One page full. Excellent. He leads you through the city to a quaint little tavern that is a small building sandwiched between two much larger ones. And you see it's still like 3 stories. It just looks very small compared to like the 8 and 10-story buildings on either side of it. As he leads you into the Scaled Pony Inn, which has a big wooden sign on top with a depiction of a horse that has a mermaid tail. Meanwhile, in the north of the city, we see as the caravan arrives, and it's the checks situation is very quick. There's a moment where you guys arrive and have to pause for a second before you see, like, peering out and looking up, you can see as Chancellor Zenith has kind of like opened and is like leaning out of his window and speaking to a guard very flippantly. The guard like nods very quickly and like makes a motion. They open the gates and your whole caravan is let through without being checked.
Okay, I spy something brown.
Is it those bricks?
Yeah.
I spy something sad.
Is it that guy without the legs that's begging for money?
Yeah. You pass through parts of town that look rough. There are many unhoused people who are asleep in the streets in various areas, but then you also pass through areas of opulence and charm where the buildings are almost like painted to look like they're lined with gold. You enter one of the more Rococo sections of Galena.
This place looks a lot different than where we came in.
Yeah, it changes. It seems like it changes every like couple roads.
This place is huge.
Yeah. I can't even see, like, looking out, he's like, I can't even see past the buildings, but they just don't end. You guys are led through. Eventually the cart comes to a stop as you exit, and you are in just within the walls of this massive estate, which rivals the size of Fort Valar in Frostimber. It's this massive, like, white mansion that has gold filigree and like vines of gold that crawl up around the pillars outside. And there's a fountain right in the front that depicts a couple of orcish figures that are nude, and they're like intertwined and dancing, but one of them has like a fist reared back as well. It's like this strange, like sensual but almost violent depiction of maybe a battle, maybe a dance. And
like pro wrestling.
yeah. Yeah. And
Can't keep bringing pro wrestling to Daggerheart.
No one can stop me.
There's too much sports in my tabletop games lately.
Sports entertainment.
And there's an orcish woman who comes out to greet you with several, like, you see probably security on either side of her, guards that step down. She's wearing a nice black pantsuit and steps out and greets you. She's like, hello, welcome. I'm Lady Elsia Burke. Welcome to my home. If I'm not mistaken, you must be Roop and Balrudric Valar.
Hail and well met, lady. Also, you may call me Rudy.
Wonderful, Rudy. It is a pleasure to meet you. You may call me Lady Elsia or Lady Burke, whichever you desire.
Berkey it is. Where are we sleeping tonight?
Yes, let me take you to your suite. And she leads you inside. You like step in the house and go through this small hallway that's got these mosaic tiles and this arch above you before it opens up into a surprise courtyard that's inside the house as well, where there's more greenery and trees and another fountain. This one doesn't depict any any like figures. It's just a nice like decorative sort of floral looking fountain. As she leads you through, And once again, inside to a shared suite that has 2 bedrooms with an adjoining common area. There's like a nice little balcony that you can step out and look over the city. And to call it a beautiful view, it's a view from on high for sure, but you can just see swaths of buildings for miles.
I think I get really excited when I see the window and I like kind of run up to see the view and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, very similar to being in the carriage.
Dirty.
Okay.
She leads you and she's like, this will be your space for the evening, and
Hell yeah, dibs. I shove my brother out of the way to get to the bed. Back down on it.
she's like, there's another bedroom down the hall. I'm
Is
told
it bigger than this one?
they are of the same size.
Okay, cool.
I'm told your bodyguards will be outside, stationed in the hallway, should you need anything. And otherwise, feel free to. There are these rope sides on the side of your bed, and just give those a pull, and it'll ring. You do so. Excellent. And in just a moment, do like wait a couple of minutes before there's a knock at the door, and a man steps in. Human man wearing a tuxedo. He looks like he's probably like in his early 50s, bald on top, but with the hair around the sides. As he steps in, nose sort of like upturned, and he's like, "What can I do for you?"
I'm gonna check like a little timer. Excellent timing, my good man.
Thank you, my lord.
She's like, if you require any food or drink or any sort of extra pillows, blankets, anything that you desire, it can be brought to you here.
Yeah, we could use probably like 10 of each. Pillows and blankets.
Excellent. The servantman, the butler, kind of like bows, and he's like, "Enough for a brilliant fort, sir," and exits the room. Lady Burke like takes a bow and then takes her leave. What do you guys get up to? They bring you like tons of pillows.
Immediately, I'm gonna start building a fort with them.
Hell yeah! Make a. This will be a finesse roll to see how structurally sound you can build a fort.
All right. It was with hope. That's 3 on the dice, but 4.
4, excellent. What did you roll with, hope or fear?
Hope.
Excellent. 4 with hope. It is not structurally sound in the
Like,
least.
these things are too soft. You can't get any structure with them.
I think what you end up with is just sort of like almost like an igloo shape. Like you've just got stacks of pillows, like sandbags in a military barrier with a blanket draped over the top. And you step in, it's just this like circular fort.
I'm gonna smack Roop with one of the pillows and then go dive in my fort.
Yeah, he like takes the pillow and comes over, and you're expecting like retaliation. You're like preparing for him to enter. He just kind of like pokes his head in. He's like, "I heard that some of the servant staff are gonna go out for drinks tonight. What do you say we get that adventure in? Bet we could go out the window, climb down the building. They said they're going to some place called Scaled Pony."
Wait, you wanna leave? Like without our bodyguards?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we can handle ourselves. And we're never gonna get to see the city if we just have to keep following them around, so.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
All right, he like grabs your hand, pulls you out of the fort,
Well,
and he's like, "By the way, great idea." And he like takes all the pillows, starts taking pillowcases off and like tying them together to make a rope so that you guys can scale down.
my fort.
Roop makes a rope out of the pillows, and you guys like tie the pillowcases together. And he's like, "It'll be just like rappelling down the glaciers. Come on." He like steps out and very carefully go ahead and make a strength check to lower yourself down. It's just difficulty of 10.
Yeah. Yay! That is 10 with hope, but let's shoot. 12.
Yeah, you guys very deftly maneuver your way down and out the window. And I think our vision pivots from the back of the building. We see as you guys are like scaling down very quietly, we pivot around to the front as a carriage arrives just outside of the manor, and we see Felix as he steps out at 2347 Crabwick Lane in New Lighton.
And what do I see when I arrive at this address? What does it look like?
You see an opulent manor. It is white with gold trim and filigree. There are walls outside and a gate. that you see there's a couple of guards standing at you, probably standing like a couple of houses down.
And this isn't a place that I know well or am particularly familiar with?
No, I don't think so. And as you're kind of like looking it over, you see as the gate opens and the familiar form of Bray Lursk steps out from the manor, dressed all in black. A light rain begins to fall. She like opens up a very like lacy umbrella that she has made from some sort of animal furs and begins walking down the road.
I will get out of the carriage and just kind of casually walk in that same direction.
Just like sidle up alongside her, both of you casually walking, as she's like, I am told that they will be at the Scaled Pony this evening. I would like if the chef could survive. I will make certain that you are the only logical choice to hire as his replacement when he falls ill.
Out of game. The thing said that the chef was a giant?
Yes, Manon
Okay.
Thoreau.
So the giant will be at the Scaled.
Yes, Manon Thoreau will be present at the Scaled Pony. He will be with several other servants, but for someone of your skill, I do not think it should be too hard for you to come up with a concoction to slip into a drink.
Do you know if it will be the only giant there?
Yes, it will be a giant. She kind of like thinks for a moment.
Does he have a chef's hat?
Oh,
Me?
That
absolutely.
he just wears
Yeah,
all the time.
But it's too small.
Yeah.
It just kind of sits on top of his head. As far as I am aware, there will only be 3 present in his party. It will be the giant, Manon Thoreau, as well as a human man. He will have red hair. His name is Damon, as well as, 4, forgive me. There will also be the coachman present, Louise Dupont, who is also a human man, as well as a young elfin girl named Paya.
Understood. And then I'll just veer off in a different direction.
Yeah. As she kind of like steps out to the end of the road, she reaches in and pulls out like a small thing of paper and puts some tobacco in it and like rolls herself a little cigarette that she's like smoking on the corner outside of this estate as you veer off and head down the street towards the Scaled Pony. I think shortly after we see Felix enter the establishment, Rudy and Roop, you guys come around the corner and Roop is like, there it is. That's the one that they said they were meeting at right there. Come on.
Wait, are we going in there?
Yeah.
But they'll recognize us, right? We're
Well,
not
I
supposed
should
to-
hope so. We're going to have drinks with them, right?
Oh, I thought they would be like, you can't be out your children or whatever.
I mean, yeah, but they work for us, so
Oh, that's a good point.
yeah, we'll just order them to not tell anybody.
Okay.
Come on. Leads you in to the tavern, which is bustling. On the inside, it's pretty dim lighting with a couple of torches and sconces, and there's a not in any way opulent chandelier. It's just like it looks like it was cast from either copper or brass, as it just kind of like hangs there in the middle, and there's a couple of candles around on the rim of it. Just like gently swaying and giving motion to the shadows of the space. You can see that there are people slamming tankards together and drinking. There's a couple of people arm wrestling at a few tables over. You look around before you see, I think the first person that you spot is probably Paya, who is there with Damon and the coachman, Louise, as well as Manon, your chef, as they're all sitting there and drinking together.
There they are.
And Roop's like, all right, and he like walks you over, and as you step up, there's like a moment where Manon kind of like chokes on his drink for a second, as everybody looks up and their jaws kind of drop, and Roop is like, I know, we snuck out to get here, but as Rupendra Valar, I order you not to tell anyone about this, and to get us some drinks. Let's have some fun. And they're like, yeah! It's like your bosses showing up at the after work party that they weren't invited to, but they're like, all right, okay. Make a quick, this would be an instinct roll.
That is 23.
23 with hope or fear.
Oh,
Excellent.
dice is rolling good for me.
You see, I think you clock that sort of nervous look on everyone as Manon instantly goes into like, I'm gonna have to be on bodyguard mode a little bit.
I'm just gonna like pat him on the back really hard, like,
Yeah.
easy there, Manana.
And like you have to like he's sitting down, you're standing, you have to reach up to pat him on the back 'cause he's like kind of hunched. It's a pretty crowded space to begin with. He's not like an incredibly massive giant, but he is probably like a good 9 feet tall, very, very wide, and has some meat on his bones. He's just kind of like, oh, all right, yeah, it'll be fine, it'll be good, we'll have fun.
Yeah, of course.
On that roll also, you see that the only one who looks like genuinely kind of excited that you guys arrived is Paya, as she sees that you guys have shown up, because you guys don't really get to hang out.
I'm
She's
being
always
brazen.
working.
I'm gonna wink at her.
Oh my gosh. Make a presence roll.
That's a 16 with fear. I'm
16 with
terrified of
fear.
girls.
That's excellent. 16 with fear. I think because you're like in your mind, you tell yourself I'm being brazen, and you like force yourself to wink at her. Mark a stress. As you kind of like.
My hands under the table are shaking really bad.
She smiles and blushes, and gets up for a second before coming back with some drinks. As this is happening, Felix, you see as you instantly clock the giant. He's the only giant in the establishment. You see he's sitting at a table, and you see 2 others arrive. Make an instinct roll as you kind of size them up and try to see what their vibe is.
Your homework.
I know. 18. Actually, it's a crit.
Oh shit!
Wait, what?
Hey,
Yeah.
the first crit!
Oh,
First crit
that
of
looked
the
like a
game.
2. Got it.
Get a token.
Yeah, take the Valor token.
That's
Little gold skull. Hell yeah. I think instantly looking these 2 up and down, you see their fine clothing, which is not worn. They are interacting with these people with familiarity. I think you hear Roop's little speech to them and instantly clock, these are nobility from Frosttimber. They look out of place, but they look clean. They don't look like people who just made a huge journey, which means they made it in comfort. And I don't think you know exactly who they are. You just know that's nobility from Frosttimber, and this job just got a little bit more challenging.
This place isn't so different than the mead halls. It just stinks a lot more, though. I think the ice might actually kind of dull down some of the smells up there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a lot of good smells too. Like we passed some bakeries on the way in that smell really good, but there is a sort of scent to the street that just kind of wafts in, isn't there?
Also, people kind of don't move out of the way whenever you're like walking and stuff. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and what's the deal with all the, there's like, we had to take a bunch, I don't know if you were paying attention, we had to take a bunch of like weird roundabout ways because there's just like whole sections of the city that are blocked off for some reason.
Yeah, that's out there.
And Damon is like, yes, this city is plagued. There are sections of the city where the sick run rampant and they have to close them in. It is, from what I hear, quite a violent illness.
They run rampant. When you're sick, you usually have to stay in bed, don't you?
Yes. No, this, I hear tell among the peoples that we have talked to, it is called carrion plague, apparently. And he like kind of leans in and it gets like storyteller mode as he's like, they say that if you are bitten or if you ingest anything that like blood or spit from one of the sick, then you become sick as well. And it slowly spreads through your veins, blackening your veins and reddening your eyes until eventually your body dies. But then when your soul leaves, your body wakes back up without it, and it trolls through the streets, and it tears at the flesh of others. He's like telling you this terrible story of how the carrion plague works. And you're like picking up there's probably some embellishment, but it does sound like it's some sort of undead plague that...
So I guess no kissing strangers, eh? And I smack man up. Sitting next to you.
I was not going to kiss anyone.
Sure you would.
Like looks a little nervous. I wasn't. Takes a drink. I was like, I need another. I will be back. Damon, keep eyes. And steps up and Damon's like, yes.
Do I see him going back up to the bar?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go up next to him.
Yeah.
Be like, I couldn't help but notice you're a chef.
Yes, yes, I am. I left my little hat on.
Yeah.
Takes it off and puts it in his shirt pocket.
I too am the chef in this city. You must let me buy you a drink.
Please do, yes. What is the name of your establishment?
It is called The Secret Recipe.
Ah, this is a good name.
No, I'm sorry. It was the secret ingredient.
Even better.
Yeah, sorry. Excuse you.
And make a quick presence roll. This is to like speaking with somebody who shares your actual accent while having to do an accent is a little bit like tripping you up. This is just to remain aloof.
13 with fear.
13 with.
I rolled a 12 and a 1.
I think your accent slips a little bit. Go ahead and mark
Does it?
mark a stress.
Scoozy.
It's called the secret recipe. I mean, ingredient.
A little bit.
He like looks at you and he's like, "What is your poison?"
There's so many Draculas.
What?
No poison.
Yeah, I'll take a beat, nervous on the interior, like, but trying to think of like what I would want to drink with another chef, and like I don't know what the go-to like service industry drink is for chefs in this role. Like I would think it would be like Rumpel or Malort or something, and in this world would be
Burnett.
yeah.
Fernet, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I always get that confused with Frangelico.
No, one is beautiful and delicious. The other one sucks.
In the kitchens of Frost Timber, we are partial to Amara. You familiar?
No, I'll get the two for it. I'll bring them back over. Where, yeah,
Oh, excellent. I will meet you. I will introduce you to my friends.
bellissimo.
He stands up and walks back to his table. You order 2 Amara, which is, as you like take a smell, it's incredibly bitter. And I think there's a moment where you're like, oh good, you won't even notice.
He won't even notice. So what I'd like to put in is, so mechanically this would, like in combat or whatever, if I was stabbing them with it, it would give them a penalty to their difficulty. Which I would assume is like something that makes somebody sick enough that they're weaker or whatever.
Yeah.
What I like slipping it into the food, I would hope it would maybe take longer to affect, but maybe would make them more sick.
Yeah, I like that.
So not like something I would be able to use in combat, but like
Yeah, for sure.
so for this purpose, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely like as soon as I get those, I'm gonna like covertly spike.
Yeah, which one of them?
them.
Like yours is in a shot glass and his is in a pint glass.
Right. 'Cause it's of larger size, clearly.
Yeah, go ahead and make a finesse roll. To deftly and unseenedly
I'd like to
put some poison in there.
I'd like to spend a hope to add for the cause to this, if I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dang.
So that's 22 with fear.
I think there's a moment where you go to slip it in, and you do so deftly. But then, as you're like going to pick it up, the vial that you had didn't get fully tucked back into your sleeve. It kind of like jostles out onto the table for a second. You have to like reach and grab it really fast, put it back in your pocket. Mark a stress as you like grab that and look up, and the bartender thankfully had been facing the other direction and just turns back around after you've hidden the glass back away.
I'd like to, like, to get rid of the shaken feeling that I have from that whole thing, like my accent slipping, my vial slipping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on my Grim Resolve, so I'll spend 3 hope to clear 2 stress.
Hell yeah. So like pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and we see is like, I don't know if it's more of like losing a mask or like putting on a mask, as you just have this moment of like, it's like a little bit of sweat on your brow that you wipe away, take a deep breath, and then very like resolutely turn around with the 2 glasses and head to the table. Rudy, you watch as Manon returns to the table and is followed shortly thereafter by a stranger. He's like, everyone, forgive me, I forget your name. I don't know if I got your name.
Oh, excuse me. My name is Felix.
Feeling well met there, bud.
To you as well.
Felix is...
I'm sorry, I did not bring more drinks. I just, for me and my friend.
Oh, this is totally fine. I will get another round for everyone. Felix owns a restaurant here in town called The Secret Ingredient.
Oh, local. And you said you're not kissing anybody.
Stop. Nudges you a little bit. It's very...
It's a great establishment. We're currently closed. The area was quarantined due to plague nearby, but you know, we are still a clean establishment. Very, very popular.
We just heard about this plague there. That sounds kind of dangerous.
Yes, it's a terrible thing in the city.
What happened that you had to close down?
Oh, it was an infected man broke through the door, and the city guard said, we can't be open until they decide that we were not affected.
And he kind of looks at Rudy and then looks at Damon, and he's like, so it's true. There's really like dead people walking around.
Oh, it's true. It's very bad.
That's crazy. And everybody kind of like somberly sits there for a moment before Manon is like, to a much healthier future.
Yes, to your health.
To your health. Well, dance it.
To your health.
Shit.
Literally poisoning.
And I think at this moment,
It is going to his health. One way or another.
At this moment, another strange trio enters the Scaled Pony Inn as the bald elven man, Pete, steps inside, followed shortly thereafter by a girl with a skull on a staff, as well as...
and hooves.
And
I
hooves.
also have hooves.
And hooves, yeah. The skull is so distracting, people hardly look down.
We have similar legs.
Yeah. Yeah. As well as Errant, a clank, which is very, very strange in these parts, and probably even more alien to the people of Frost Timber.
I think I'm gonna like try to get Roop's attention. Well, I know Bob told us not to point, but like, look.
Look at that!
Oh, he like puts your hand down. Wow, yeah. Do you think he drinks?
Well, he's at a bar, right? So probably.
Yeah. You guys are led up to the counter by...
Is that a skull? That's not one of those plague things, is it?
He looks at Damon. Damon is like, no, probably not.
Start stalking.
You step up to...
Don't know your moniker.
Sprue.
Sprue.
And this is Wake.
Wait.
Hello. Jaw clacks. A few people in this vicinity take pause. I think you guys who are already watching from across the room see that.
This one is called Errant.
Errant. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna get you one of every kind of drink.
And this one is called Branderly. What can I do for you? The bartender kind of leans over.
I need 2 of every kind of drink.
2 of every kind of drink. I can only
I
serve...
want fizzy drinks. I want milk drinks. I want thick drinks, thin drinks.
I can only serve 2 drinks per patron, but at a time. But I think I've got exactly what you're looking for.
Incredible.
And you watch as he brings 2 tall glasses over and just starts grabbing all of these various different kinds of liquors and things.
I'll turn to Pete. Sorry, did you want one of every kind of drink?
Hey, I'll have what she's having. And another glass is set out as you watch as the bartender is pouring all of these different things in various shakers and shaking them up, and is slowly pouring things in layers. And you watch as he adds each layer, it stays separate from the one beneath it. You see there's a really thick layer at the bottom that's this thick, creamy situation, and then directly on top of that is some sort of like red layer, and then there's a blue layer, and they get progressively
What makes it
thinner.
blue?
Dyes from the river.
Sure. That's what I would do.
Mouthwash.
There's a certain there's a certain type of urchin that lives in the rivers near Galena, and we harvest it and crush up its insides, and that makes a nice blue dye.
Perfect.
And finally, the last layer.
Does it taste like urchin?
No, it's just for the color.
Second question.
Right. Your drinks are done, by the way.
Great.
Sets them in front of you.
How much?
The top is bubbling. He's like, we'll call it a handful of gold for all of them.
Sure. Where can I find the lords of this place?
Oh, the masked lords. Well, nobody really knows exactly where to find them. That's why they wear the masks, to remain impartial to public view, so that if anybody makes a ruling that people don't like, you can't, track them down and make them pay.
Well, then how am I supposed to talk to them about a ruling I don't like?
Well, you can go through the court system, but it's going to be quite some time before they get to hear any of your grievances. And you'll have to go through several of the lower courts first and probably make several appeals to get all the way up to the masked lords.
Public appearances.
Sometimes when they're wearing their masks, if they're announcing new laws or things like that from on high. Nothing scheduled I know of that, I'm afraid, but... So, what brings you to Galena other than tracking down the lords?
Oh, my granny just told me that I should come here. Oh no, I'm supposed to meet someone.
Pete's like, you seem a little scattered. Like,
What?
kind of drinks his entire drink. You see, unlike an actual like layered shot or layered drink, where it like mixes as you drink it, you see it goes in like one layer at a time.
Like stacked Jello
I'll try
shots
some
or something.
layers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the first 2 layers.
Yeah, the first 2 layers. The first one is very fizzy and has a nice like citrusy taste to it. And the second layer is really, really thin and has a very sharp alcohol taste.
We talked about this, but I want to double check. Can I taste things, or is it more
I'd say that's
texture?
I'd say that's up to you.
I think I'm more, maybe a little taste, but the texture.
You're a
is
Yeah.
what- yeah.
Yeah, I think that your parents built you as as much as they built you to go out into the world and experience things and hopefully find the cure for whatever it is that's ailing the Grand Library. I think they also, experience was a big thing for them. So Seraph took a lot of time designing your like taste receptacles
Hell yeah.
inside of your mouth.
My receptacles. Right? Watch out for that second layer, though.
He's like still going. He's got like 3 layers left. He's like hasn't come up for breath yet. Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah?
Another one? Another round!
Yeah,
This
sure.
one's on me. It's fine.
Hey, I kind of forgot. You're from here, Pete.
No, but I'm here now.
I forgot that I was supposed to meet someone named Lady Jubilance.
Lady Jubilance. That sounds like a nobility of Trove. You're sure she's in Galena? Make a quick knowledge check.
I hope.
You have a +2 to knowledge.
Yeah, about stuff I care about.
Oh no, I've never related harder to a character.
11 with hope.
11 with hope is enough to remember. It was a very emotionally charged moment as your granny was like literally pushing you out through a secret compartment. But you remember that she told you that you need to go to Galena to charter a ship to Trove, and Trove is where you will find Lady Jubilance.
Oh no, I've spent a lot of money that was probably for a ship.
Pete also laughs nervously. So you headed to Trove.
I guess.
I'm
Oh.
headed to Trove.
You're going to Trove, but you don't have any money either. If only we knew somebody who had a bunch of money.
We're laughing rock.
Across the way, you guys are laughing, continuing to tell stories. Manon takes a moment where or rather, there's like a moment where Manon pauses and he's like, does a really deep giant's burp that just like comes up from the depths, and he's like,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Thanks. Excuse me, I need to use the lavatory.
and he stands up and walks away from the table.
So then I says, were you bored at a bard?
And Paya like laughs and puts an arm on your shoulder and like leans in, probably laughing a little bit harder than the story.
Nice.
Lock in on that. And she's like, this has been really fun. I'm saddened that we don't get to have outings like this together that much in Frost Timber. What with us always working, and I fear your mother and father would view it as inappropriate. But it's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. I don't think it would be too big of a problem. I mean, my parents are fairly level-headed.
That's true. Your father does tend to be the voice of reason amongst the council these days. So perhaps we could spend some more time together. But we'll have the whole journey to Trove and all of that time to get to know each other. And of course, we'll be meeting your needs as we travel.
Gulp.
Make another presence roll, just to see if you need to take another stress or not.
Sweating.
It's an 18 with hope.
18 with hope. That's great. You're holding it together.
The mead. Another big drink. I'll just cough on it.
Yeah, and you can see that like Paya's getting a little bit flush as well as the night carries on. Felix, do you keep hanging out?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna try to insinuate myself into Manon's group. Because it seems like that was really the goal here, is to A, separate him, but then also B, make myself the obvious choice.
For sure.
So I'll get another round of drinks for everybody and bring them back.
Hell yeah.
Not poisoned.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and mark off a couple handfuls of gold.
Okay, down to one handful of gold.
As you bring a group of drinks back. And I think Damon has left the table already at this point. He's gone up to get a drink as he overhears the conversation. He's like,
Oh, bound for Trove, are you?
Yeah. I think it's important too.
really? Well, there are a lot of events coming up in Trove. Myself and my party are actually heading there as well.
Grab him by the forearm.
Really?
Really, yes. Yes, it is the...
Can I go?
Sure, if you have the money for passage, certainly.
Like, can I go with you? Can we just go with you?
With us. Make a presence roll with disadvantage.
I roll a d6.
A D6 and subtract it, yeah. With 13 with hope, excellent. He's like, out of the question. But not because I wish to be rude. It is not my decision to make. I am merely a valet to my, you could call them bosses.
I'll turn all the way around.
It's like, I cannot say yes, but if you could convince the young lords.
I have a weird, like, creeping feeling all of a sudden. I'm like, ugh.
Yes.
We have to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, like, too fast.
Yeah.
I walk up, skull staff.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Screw. This is Errant. We have to go to Trove also, and you're doing that.
how'd you know that?
Forgive me. I have had some drinks.
Told us.
Damon comes back and like pulls up a new chair to the table. I assume Sprue has sat in his that was empty before. He's like, forgive me. I heard that they were chatting about needing to go to Trove, and it slipped the tongue.
That's understandable. We went to Looty Luge, so that means that we get to go to Trove for the, is it Carnival?
Yeah, Carnival de Trove.
the Carnival de Trove.
You just said so many syllables I've never heard before.
You don't.
I nod.
You have language.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Not whatever you just spoke, though. So, you have a ship?
We've got like passage lined up, I believe.
Yes, we've secured passage. We will. Oh,
The Chancellor did, I think.
well, I should let you know. The Chancellor will be parting from the city separate from us. We will be making our own way. But that is because the Chancellor, he has access to a gatestone. Apparently, all the Chancellors do. They are from Trove initially, so he has a gatestone that will allow him to return to his own lodgings there. He was making the first part of the journey with us as a formality.
Do you require a lorekeeper or protection or some sort of employment?
Probably not, but I'm gonna look over to Roop.
He's like, I mean, he like looks down. He's on his like 4th or 5th drink. He's like, I mean, the more the merrier, right? Here. He holds up his drink.
I hold up my skull.
As they clink them together, Wake is like, takes a little sip.
Where did it go?
It disappeared.
His essence. It went to his essence.
He's got hollow molars.
I'm Rudy.
I'm Sprue.
I'm Roop.
Root.
Yeah, we're brothers. We're from Frost Timber.
Brother.
Yeah. You ever heard of the Looty Luge?
No.
Sometimes it's called the Deluge. You ever heard of
You
that?
haven't heard of the Looty Luge?
No, I grew up in a cave.
Oh.
Like literally. Wow. We grew up on a mountain. That's like kind of the opposite.
That is the opposite. Well, caves are in mountains. I don't think that's opposite.
Plateau?
That's the opposite of a mountain.
No. Plateau's like a mountain with the top cut off.
Okay, well, a hole is the opposite of a mountain.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like a cave.
Yeah, but a cave is in a mountain.
Oh,
A cave is in a mountain.
well, not always though.
Yeah,
But
but
sometimes a cave is in a mountain.
I don't know that necessarily negates what
A
it does. You could also have like a
trench
mountain inside a really
Is
big
the opposite of a mountain.
Maybe the ocean's the opposite of a mountain.
The ocean is the opposite of a
Ocean is the opposite of the ground. And we all know that the sun is small.
And it moves around us.
And it revolves around the planet.
Obviously.
We all know that. I'm trying to find somebody named Lady Jubilance. Do you know her?
Do we know
You
any
look rich.
jubilance?
I don't know a Lady Jubilance, but I know that they name people like that in Trove. It's like they have a whole ceremony that they do. We just learned about this last week from the history teacher. They pass the babies. No, the babies when they get old enough, they get a new name, and it's supposed to be like what they either like to do, like what they embody, or something they want them to embody. And then they pass the child through fire, water, and earth. And then it's supposed to like seal the name to them, and then they can embody that. So it sounds like either she was a real happy lady, or they wanted her to be.
If they made you do that, you'd be Lord Fartziffer.
Yes.
I mean, similar to how we name things, but yeah,
How do you name it?
after their purpose.
Okay. Errant is your purpose?
If you can call it that.
Sure.
But your parents want you to be errant?
Yeah.
Isn't that like the opposite of
A
doing what
purpose?
you're supposed to?
Yeah.
Sounds rough, bud.
My name is Sprue, but I don't think that's what I'm supposed to
What?
do.
And what is sprue?
A sprue is like a. He kind of like looks to Damon. Damon's like,
It's like a channel that you
yes,
in a mold.
a sprue is yes, when you are pouring metals, it's the channel that the metal travels through to get to the mold that you are pouring. This is common in. Oh, you are from the cave. You're from Grotazan.
Big cave.
It is a big cave, so I have
That's
heard.
not just any cave.
Yes, those are. It is a common naming trope in Grotazan to people are named after things from metalworking.
Do I know any dishes from Grotazan?
Make a knowledge check.
10 with hope.
10 with hope. Yeah, there is actually. What?
Cave squirrel stew.
Yeah, there's a cave squirrel stew with a mushroom medley that a lot of the mushrooms only grow in Grotazan.
I'd like to come back with the shots when you're talking about Grotazan.
Yeah, you return.
I know some Grotazan dishes. I'll drop a giant tray of shots on the table.
What kind of liquid is this?
Amara.
Sounds fancy.
Cheers to new friends and traveling companions.
All right.
Oh, you're going to travel together?
Hey, are you from here?
Yes.
Do you know how I can get into the quarantine zone?
Oh, you don't?
I'd really like to.
You really wouldn't. You've got to trust me.
Why?
I have a family in the quarantine zones. Even I don't go to see them.
Brutal, man. I heard that there's like dead people wandering around and they'll try
Yeah.
to kiss you and bite you and stuff.
They do.
Dead people kisses.
Well,
Speaking of, oh god.
No. Taste can be bad. Taste can be bad.
Your arm sparks a little bit.
Hello there, bud.
well,
Coolly.
we get so used to the delicious food we make that sometimes you need a disgusting shot to balance things out.
I don't think so. Keep drinking the thick liquid.
Thick.
The night carries on as you guys make fast friends and get a little bit more inebriated before finally Damon is like, I'm two things. First, we need to get you two back in your rooms the same way you came out. And
Okay.
also, I'm going to go check on Manon because he's been in the bathroom for a while.
Oh, yes. I thought that maybe he was just taking a giant, movement.
Shit.
But
Yes.
it has been a little longer than I would think.
I will investigate. Go ahead and I'm gonna have you make me a fate roll,
Oh, boy.
and we'll say
What is that, a d20 roll?
it's gonna be 2d12.
Okay.
I don't want this to just be 50-50. I'm gonna say you want to either roll a 10 with hope or a 15 with fear.
Can I expend any of my resources to add to this roll?
Not to a fate roll, no.
So 10 with hope or 15 with fear? That's a 17 with hope.
Excellent. Manon has just been in the bathroom shitting and vomiting. He is not dead, thankfully.
I had a feeling those were the odds.
Yeah, he had to kind of up the dosage for a giant.
Really eyeballing his weight for that one.
Yeah, and luckily you got it just right.
It's not holy shit, it's hurly shit.
It's Hurley shit.
Oh.
Damon comes out and he's like, I have terrible news. Manon is not well.
No.
He's spewing it from both ends. It's quite a mess in there.
Oh,
the
no, it's
patrons of this establishment are going to be very upset.
It's the traveler's malady,
Oh.
unfortunately.
I have some herbs that might be good for that.
Oh.
If you want to pass them over.
Sure, we could try this.
I'll root through my bag of goods and I'm like kind of mushing stuff together and sprinkling stuff, and I wrap it all together into like a truffle of.
Yeah, what is your spellcasting trait?
My spellcasting trait is knowledge.
Excellent. Go ahead and make a knowledge roll.
Look, can I look and see what herbs she's smushing together to see if it's something that would counteract what I've given him?
Yeah, you can make an instinct roll to perceive.
Swat it out of her hand. Oh, sorry.
Oh, let's go see.
Oh no. That is a 7 with fear.
7. Here. Excellent.
I've got a 19 with hope.
You are 100% certain that will not counteract it in the least.
Oh yes, no, that should definitely do the trick. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this works on.
Right. Thank you. I will take this to him. He takes this weird little nasty truffle, goes into the bathroom.
So much stuff.
A couple of minutes later, Damon.
It's not gonna kill him, is it?
No.
Okay. all
A
right.
couple of minutes later, Damon comes back out. Manon is with him, incredibly pale, putting too much weight on Damon's shoulders. It's like,
Dang, bud, you
No,
don't
Fima.
look good.
I don't feel very good.
Did you use?
It was.
No,
Oh,
not like that.
oh no.
Wait, where else did you... Oh.
oh, there is nothing
Sorry,
left.
I thought that was obvious. Nobody should eat that.
Damon is like, I will get him back to the estate.
Is there?
Roop and Rudy, you get back to your rooms as well.
Okie dokie.
Here. And Damon goes over and he just like takes a little bar towel, scribbles something onto it with a quill and ink that's nearby for taking orders and stuff. And he's like, this is the address that we are staying at. Meet us here in the morning at first sun, and we will be heading out.
Yeah, where should we go in the meantime?
This is also an inn. They have rooms available if you need somewhere to stay. Pete walks over and he's like, yeah. You know what? I'll call it another favor. Get a room on me. You guys are fun. You showed me a good time. Thanks for hanging out. High five.
People keep doing that.
I feel funny.
I'll go up to the guy helping Mammon. What is it, Damon? That's helping him, or okay.
Bread.
I'll go. I'm seeing that he's having trouble.
Yeah.
And I'll offer to help. Yeah, you must let me help you get him back to where you're staying.
Yes, please. I would appreciate that very much.
We chefs have to stick together. You know, I haven't been able to cook lately, and
Yes.
it's the company.
I see. And as you guys help Manon out, you all kind of go your separate ways. Pete gets a room for the two of you that's got 2 beds. He gets a separate room for himself. And I need Rudy. I'm gonna have you make a finesse roll to sneak back in.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I think it's gonna be the thing where like we make it back to the place just fine and we're looking at
Much more intoxicated than you were before.
We got this, right? Just
It's harder than
I'll hold it for you. That's nothing.
Yeah, go ahead and make this. Yeah, it should be with disadvantage, shouldn't it? You guys have been drinking all night. Yeah, this will be disadvantage. I'm going to call it a difficulty. To get in unseen and unheard is going to be a difficulty of 15.
okay.
This kind of reminds me of going to Carlsbad Caverns when the elevator was broken. Like going down into it, no problem.
We've been doing so
Like,
well this
leaving,
whole time.
I was like,
True.
It only makes sense that things
Oh,
start
God.
to go downhill.
It says it's gonna be a 7 with hope.
7 with hope. You guys are standing in the courtyard. Like, you managed to hoist yourselves up over the gate in the back and like land in the bushes and kind of roll out. You
Just like giggling.
and you like grab the rope of pillowcases that's dangling there and like go to hoist yourself up, and one of the ropes like right near where it's tied to the balcony unties and just like you fall to the ground. There's a thud.
Hey, that could have been really bad on the way down.
Oh yeah. And you hear
Oh,
turn and look, and you see
Lady Burke.
Lady Burke is standing there like arms crossed with a little bit of a smirk, her tusks just
Lady-
kind of peering out.
Berkey, we just found clearly somebody was trying to sneak into our room. Look at this room.
I see that. Okay. Either hold it in or do it in the bushes, but tell you what. I'll go up and distract your bodyguards. You sneak into the room while I'm doing that, all right?
Hell yeah! Put her there. High five.
High fives. And she rushes upstairs and just like peers down the hallway, and she's just like, "Excuse me, could I get your help with something? I was just moving some things around in this room, and this one's a bit heavy for me. And the bodyguards kind of like look at each other, and they're both just kind of like shrug and make their way down the hall. As you guys quietly make your way back into your room.
Very quietly, just like
bumping into shit.
steadying a vase and stuff.
And eventually make it back in. You only the vase falls and breaks, and you shush it.
We're sneaking back in.
Before each of you, before you know it, are passed out face down in your beds. A few minutes later, arriving with Manon, the visage of Lady Burke appears outside of the home, which you recognize as she steps out, and she's like, "Oh, is everything all right here?" Damon's like, "I fear that Manon has fallen down with some sort of illness from our travels." Leans in, he's like, "He has not stopped from both ends all the way back." And she's like, "I see. This is not good." And she like has him like kneel down, puts a hand on the back of his head. She's like, "I have some experience with healings, but unfortunately this is something he's just going to have to sleep off, and it's going to be a couple of days. I fear he will not be good for travel. Do you have any sort of backup plans for a chef or anyone that you know within the city?" And Damon's like, "I've never been here before." Looks over, and she's like, "Who's this?"
Oh, my name is Felix. I own the secret ingredient in town.
She's like, "Oh, you're a chef here in Galena.
Oh,
the secret
brilliant.
ingredient, I know it. I'm a big fan of your crab cakes. Absolutely divine."
Oh, too kind.
It's my understanding that your business is actually closed currently.
Yes. The quarantine is shut us down temporarily.
Yes, she turns to Damon and she's like, "I was actually going to visit this establishment for dinner last night, but they were closed. I was wondering what had happened. So it would appear that you're free. Have you ever been to Trove before?"
Have I ever been to Trove before?
That's up to you.
Yeah, probably.
Excellent.
Yeah, so once or twice I've been to Trove.
Oh, wonderful. So you know the journey. She turns to Damon. She's like, it would appear that fate may have smiled upon you this evening. He's like, "Perhaps it did. Yes, we could definitely use someone to prepare food for the princess."
I suppose I could help. I do catering work sometimes, so...
Excellent. And it not put you out in any way to travel with us. It will be a couple of weeks. We will be there.
Oh, no, I mean, with the quarantine, and I can leave my team in charge. I'll leave some instructions for them and meet you here when?
We leave in the morning at first light. Excellent. We will see you then. She's like, "Wonderful. I'm so glad that fate played its hand in this way. But so sorry for you, Manon. We'll get you feeling better in no time." And she leads him inside.
Pat Manon on the back.
Pat him on the back, shake hands with Damon before heading back to the secret ingredient to leave instructions for your crew. And as you all find your rest that evening with a journey before you in the morning, that's where we're going to end this episode of Forged Empire.
You know, I have like 6 more hours of bits.
It's chaos!
Chaos!
No.
That was great.
Things can be bad.
I wasn't sure if it was all going to come together in this one or not, but we got there.
We pulled it off.
We pulled it off.
Way to go, y'all. Yeah. Sorry for poisoning your giant.
Oh, I was like, you have to kill my cook? I was so worried.
No, just poison.
Yeah.
I'm super curious.
What if they'd
as
asked
to
you to?
Why? So, I guess
Like,
we'll figure that out.
Why he is sick?
No, why you had to do that.
Oh, reasons.
Well,
They're fun and games. Shits and gigs.
I mean, we as the audience know that you got to get to Trove.
Yeah.
Shits and pubes.
I'm sure there will be something special for you.